Hey, what's up? This is Gerardo Morillo, Master Hypnotist, Master Law of Attraction Practitioner, and today we're going to be talking about the importance of improving your vibrations. What is vibration? Vibration is your thought patterns, your emotional patterns, and it's kind of like your essence of the energy and the vibes that you carry with yourself. So it's like if you could see vibration, you could see like probably different kinds of colors, different kinds of shapes, etc. And what this signifies is what this person is vibrating, what this person is carrying, frequencies, etc. It's kind of like a TV show or a radio where it's like you are on this frequency. Well, there's a process behind how all of that stuff happens. So it's not like, oh, radio is just there. Like there's a certain reason why it's there. So it's a certain reason why people are happy. There's a certain reason why people are in positive states. There's a certain reason why people are in negative states. There's a certain pattern behind everyone, and there's a certain reason for these things. The shortcut way to understand this is that everything's energy, everything's vibrations, and everything that you choose to think about will enhance or decrease your vibrations. Your habits, your life choices will improve or decrease your vibrations. It's very difficult to work if one is feeling stressed, depressed, or, to put simply, in a negative state. It is extremely difficult. How do we fix this? Well, there's a couple of habits that you can do to kind of improve your vibrations. There's even food. I'm not going to get into food stuff right now. That's a way more complicated. So right now, I guess you could say fruits and vegetables, stuff like that. But the diet is a little more technical. It's a little more complicated. So obviously, we already discussed about meditation. We already discussed about going out for walks, being out in nature. We have already discussed these things, and these things are very powerful habits in of themselves. And if all you do is meditate and go out for walks and just meet new people, talk to people, soak in the environment. What I love about going out for walks is that it's simply an adventure. It's an adventure in of itself. It's an experience, and I definitely recommend people who are in negative or low vibrational states to go out for walks more often, because what this does is that it kind of resets the kashi, or resets your vibrations somewhat. Now again, it's kind of like reversing, not necessarily going forward. I guess you have to reverse it first before you go forward. That's kind of how it works. However, the point is that it will greatly improve your vibrations. Absolutely. By going out to walk, meeting new people, making eye contact, just, saying hi, making small talk, etc. By the way, small talk is very important, this way that you can just practice. Small talk is very easy, very casual. It lightens the load of a conversation, right? So I've learned this the hard way, where it's like, no, I'm just a big talker, I'm just a big speaker, I'm a big thinker. But the thing is, casually, you cannot do this casually. You cannot just talk big conversations in a casual, like just walking down the block, and it'll be like, oh, I don't know, like just pick up like any random big topic, and then just like you just start talking with this random person. Generally what that happens is kind of like almost like a very rare lucky phenomenon, where you meet this one person who just really clicks and vibes with you. And that's because there's a lot of common interest, common ground that's on the unconscious surface. That's why that's there, and that's why that feels very good. It's because basically you're meeting someone on a very unconscious level who is similar to yourself, or has some kind of sort of thing in common. Alright, so going back to what I was saying before, improving your vibrations. You want to improve your vibrations because these things will improve your states, and everything that you do will be multiplied and amplified by improving your vibrations. Okay, if you cannot improve your vibrations, I would recommend taking a break sometimes. Sometimes you have to take a break and just do something else, or just, let's say for example, go out for a walk. Or you could even just watch a movie. You could even play a game. You could whatever. Like, even though those things are low vibrational in of themselves, sometimes you just need a break. So the strategy is sometimes you just need a break. This way that you're not banging your head on the wall, the same wall, for years and years and years. I know some people, they bang their head on the wall and wonder why they're stressed and depressed. It's because they're so locked. They're so locked. And this goes for me too. I mean, it's only recently that I'm at a pretty good vibrational state, but I'm still kind of like handling this whole vibrational energy stuff myself because I'm fairly new to it, but not quite. But I feel like I'm not as high as I would like to be. Anyways, you have to take breaks. This is another one thing to do if you are struggling with, I don't know, doing work or doing something. Sometimes you need a break. There's a lot of noise out there. There's a lot of stimulus. It's so much stimulus today. It's crazy. Where it's like you're expected to respond and do everything, and it's like it's true. Like you should be able to kind of like just freely mingle with no resistance. But sometimes when you're not there yet, it's kind of like it's just like adding workload to a stressed person. It's like no, it's just not cool. It just doesn't work that way. So I would recommend for you guys to improve your vibration to simply, one is diet. Diet is a very big one. But I can't really give you health diet advice. That's really not what I can do in this video here. Because ultimately you have to find out what works for you in terms of diet. In terms of what works in your mind and body system. Which may not be the same as everyone else. Like just because you follow like the best diet doesn't mean it's gonna work on your mind and body system. So go out for walks. It will lower your stress. It will help you meet new people and get you some social practice. It will also, it's also an opportunity for you to kind of just explore different social interactions in a very casual way. That's very simple and easy going. You could also go to the store. Hey, I gotta buy something. Let me go here. Hey, let me buy a bottle of water or something. And then you get to like mingle and interact with the people. If you're feeling overwhelmed, I would say, like going back to what I was saying before, I would say you can just take a break. If you're really, really feeling overwhelmed, just take a break. Come back to it later. Because a lot of things happen when you take a break, such as you have like a little recovery time, you have a little time for yourself to rethink your strategies. Sometimes people realize that when they take a break, they are able to come to an answer. Well, yeah, you have more time to think on certain things and review and plan for your next action. Two, this is also kind of improving your vibration when you're taking a break. For one, you're taking a break, which is like you're dropping the stress, so to speak. And then two, well, you're giving yourself time to think about it. That's what it is. You're giving yourself enough time to think about it, and then you come back fresh. And three, you also have more, within a time period, like an interval of a time frame, you can always find new solutions to a problem. And new solutions can like just pop up. That's why sometimes people say like things just kind of happened. Not exactly, but it definitely feels that way. If you're like just taking a break, you go back to it next week, you have more strategies, you have like so many things working in your favor that you can come back to it with a greater momentum. So I'm going to summarize this. In order to perform better in your life, you have to really, really be in good vibration energy. You can pretty much tell if someone's in vibration just by, if you are in a high vibrational state yourself, you'll be very extremely sensitive to people who are in low frequency and low vibrations. That's one way. But I wouldn't want to tell the average person this is because that's like way too advanced. So yeah, you can write. That's one that I forgot. You can write out your thought. Just write out your thoughts. Two, you could also meditate, as we said earlier, which we already discussed multiple times. Three, go out for walks. Four, you can change your diet. Bring yourself in a higher level of vibrations. I like to think of diet somewhat like, kind of like almost like a car where you're repairing the car, you're repairing the engine so it performs better. That's how I see diet. It's kind of like, or even a computer too. Like, this is the RAM, this is the CPU, and by upgrading the parts, you will perform better in your life. And that's what vibration is. And the last one was, if you're having issues in your life with in terms of vibration, in terms of your motivation, in terms of like stress, take a break, come back to it later, see what happens. This has been Gerardo Morillo. I've been your host for today. Thank you so much, guys, for listening and taking the time to listen to this podcast. Please feel free to subscribe to my newsletter, and be sure to check out Manifest Shortcuts. Be sure to check out Dominate the Online Business Game, because they will help you become more and more successful in your life. Whatever you want to achieve, you can achieve if you believe. Now go check out the links down below, and we'll talk on the next video. All right? Bye-bye.